Hello everyone and welcome back to Wild Bloom Tarot. My name is Becca and I'd like to welcome you to your weekly reading for the week ahead, and this is the week starting the 6th of December 2020. So I have 3 different groups for you to choose from today, and the groups are as followed. We have group number 1, which is opportunity. Group number 2, stillness. And group number 3, which is miracles. Now I'd like you to pick one of these groups intuitively. So take a nice big deep breath in and ask yourself out loud or in your head, what do I need to know this week? What messages do I need to hear for this week? And I'd like you to choose whichever group you feel the most drawn to. If you feel drawn to more than one group, please tune into as many readings as you feel called to. Now do remember, these are general readings. That means there'll be lots of different messages for different people. So if something doesn't resonate, don't worry, just leave it. It's probably meant for someone else to find. And also please do believe in the magic of tarot, that these messages here for you today are not to set your life in stone. They're not to tell you exactly what is going to happen, but rather to guide and inspire you towards you manifesting your best life. Okay, so whenever you are ready, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I post lots of readings like this, so I really hope that you will join the community. And whenever you are ready, you can find your timestamps in the description box below, and I will see you when we get to your pile. Hello group number 1 and welcome to your reading for the week ahead. You chose the card Opportunity. So you might have felt drawn to this card because you have recently been given an opportunity that you're trying to make your mind up about, or because you're seeking opportunities at the moment. Maybe you are in need of change, in need of a new opportunity, something new to come your way. So let's dive into a reading and see what messages we've received with regards to opportunity and just what's going to kind of come up for you this week, group number 1. So let's start with the Fool, which is the first card in the tarot deck, and the Fool represents new starts, fresh starts, beginnings. So I can see definitely for you that this week you're going to have the opportunity of a new beginning, the opportunity to start afresh with something. And I think that's going to be a really valuable thing for you, group number 1. I get the feeling that you've chosen this card because you maybe feel a bit stuck, you maybe feel a little bit lost. And the Fool is such kind of beautiful, youthful, happy energy. It's carefree, it's just wanting to go with the flow, see what happens and start. You know, like if you look at this image, this is everything that the Fool encompasses, this idea of being carefree, kind of going where the wind takes you. And I think this week you really need to keep your eyes open for signs and opportunities that are coming your way. So signs can be things like hearing the same song, or readings about something and then someone mentioning that very same thing to you. It can be numbers, it can be signs from animals if that's kind of a message that will work with you. There's lots of different ways that you can receive signs to guide you, but the most important thing is that you listen to your intuition. Your intuition is, you know, almost like your compass to guide you in the direction of opportunities, of things that you deserve. And with the Fool, I definitely think you kind of need to have this carefree and fun and happy, excited energy to step into this new phase of your life or new opportunity. It might be a new job, it might be a new home, a new relationship, it might just be a small change, something that you just decide one day you're going to join the gym, or you just decide you're going to start a project on something, or take up knitting. I don't know. There's this change that you're going to make, and it's going to open up a new opportunity, a new start for you. And I do think that for the most part this is going to be a very favourable new beginning. It's not going to be too difficult for you to start, it's not going to be too difficult for you to kind of work on. I think it's going to be something you've really kind of been manifesting into your life, and something that you, like I said with the opportunity card, is either that you've been given a new opportunity and you don't know whether to take it, And I can see that in the Two of Pentacles as well, that you're kind of balancing, do I do this? Do I do that? I think finance is definitely coming into this, and even maybe home. So, I said new job, new home. Maybe this new opportunity means you have to move. Maybe this new opportunity means that you'll be earning less, earning more. There's lots of different factors which will influence your decision here. But overall, I can see that you are kind of stuck in this limbo of, do I go for it? Do I not? Or even if you are craving an opportunity and you haven't had one yet, I can see that you're kind of like, I want a change, but I don't know necessarily what I want. I feel like something's out of balance. I feel like something's out of kilter right now. But how do I change that? And I can definitely see that, as I said, finances are going to play a big part in this. And I think that with making this new decision, with taking new opportunity, you really need to kind of ground yourself and think about, what is going to make you feel the most stable and secure. You need to think about balancing your time, balancing your finances in a way that is going to support you, rather than kind of diving in the deep end and seeing what happens. So with the Fool, being this happy, creative, positive energy, I could definitely see that this fresh start is going to be a positive, happy thing. But I think in order for you to kind of go into this with that positive mindset, with this mindset of, this is going to support me, this is a good choice for me, this is a fresh start, this is just what I need, you need to ensure that you are keeping things in balance, keeping things in check. And I think you might need to kind of call yourself out a little bit when you start to spend too much money, when you start to order too much takeaway. And really, in order for you to kind of keep going and keep manifesting and keep creating the life that you want, you need to ensure that your finances are in check and that you feel balanced moving into this new path. So with these opportunities, really ground yourself, take some time to really, like I said, listen to your intuition here. If something seems out of balance, if something doesn't seem right and something doesn't sit with you properly and fully, really reflect on that and what that might be saying about this decision, what this might be saying about this opportunity. So I can definitely see a fresh start coming for you, but it's important that you spend some time to really kind of ensure that you're going to get the most out of this by investing in yourself, investing in the things around you, and ensuring that everything's ready to go. But also for some of you, it will be kind of recognizing if things are out of balance, if things need a fresh start, if you're kind of craving this opportunity to come your way, reflecting on what's not working for me right now, what change am I craving? Because you might be thinking, I want this to happen, I want that to happen, I want a fresh start, but you don't know exactly what it is that needs to change in your life for you to be happy, for you to move forward. And I think a lot of the time we can look at others and think, they're kind of ahead of me, they're my age and they're doing this and this. And I really want you to keep focused this week, group number 1. And even in this take time to breathe out card, I can see that comparison is not going to be the one for you this week. Do not compare yourself to others. Do not burn yourself out. Do not tire yourself out. Ensure that everything and your energy is invested back into you and invested into making sure you're making the right choice and keeping things in balance. And if you keep going, if you're caught up in hustle culture, if you're caught up in comparing yourself to others, you won't be making the right decisions because you won't be thinking clearly. You'll be burnt out, you'll be kind of taking the first opportunity that comes your way instead of thinking, what is going to be the best opportunity for me? You don't deserve to settle. You deserve to have an opportunity that's going to make you the best version of yourself, and as I said, manifest your best life. So ensure that when you're making decisions this week, you're not jumping the gun. You're not thinking, right, I'm going to go for the first thing that comes my way. You're thinking clearly, balancing out kind of your emotions, your finances, grounding yourself. I kind of keep getting this message of really coming back to the earth, coming back to yourself, your intuition, and not getting caught up in all the kind of material things of the world, caught up in your head, caught up in your heart, and really just sitting with ideas and seeing how they feel, seeing how they fit. And we move through different seasons of life, and you know, this new start might be a season that you've been longing for. It might be something that's difficult, but generally I can see this opportunity is going to fill you with so much, like, I was going to say success, and I don't know if success is what I mean more kind of like, yeah, like a feeling of fulfillment, a feeling of like, we did it, we got there. And success is different for everyone. You know, success might be financial success. Success might mean that you're happy. Like, it's important for you to tune into what success means and what fulfillment means to you as well. Because, like I said, with hustle culture, with comparison, and you might be comparing yourself to others at the moment. And, you know, even in the Hierophant, I can see that you are definitely looking to other people at the moment. You're looking to others. And I don't necessarily think it's for guidance. I think it's more for comparison. But this decision needs to be made from a point of view of what is going to push me to be the best version of myself. What's going to push me to get the most out of myself, to help me feel the most secure and grounded and happy moving forward. And, you know, success, as I said, can mean lots of different things. And I don't mean success in a way of like, I earn X amount per year, or I've got this many orders on my business, or I've got this many page views on my blog. Whatever it is, success is not a number. Success cannot be quantified. And that's why I wanted to say fulfillment instead of success, because it's about balancing you out and balancing you to the point where you feel fulfilled, where you feel like things are in check and you're ready to start kind of something afresh, and you're ready to start something new. And, you know, that being said, we can definitely learn a lot from others. And, you know, with this Hierophant, I can also see, and with the image in this picture here, there's a strong connection to family here. So I think you might be being called to reach out to a family member who has been through something similar to what you're going through, or might know a bit more about what you are interested in. So maybe starting a business or something like that, or just moving home, whatever it is. There is a family member, or there is some connection to family where you need to kind of reach out to them and see how they can support you. But in the same vein, don't use this as a method for them to say what you should be doing. Don't use this as a way for someone else to articulate, oh, you should be doing this, or it should look like this, because your life is yours. You're designing it, you're manifesting it, you're creating it. And at the end of the day, the way it looks is what's going to make you feel fulfilled and happy. And for your self-care card for the week, group number 1, you have got Make an Altar. Now this is quite witchy, I love this. So if you have been interested in kind of getting into witchy vibes, you know, this is going to be a really cool thing for you to do. So this doesn't have to relate to, you know, this is, I don't want to exclude anyone who's not into that, but the vibe of this is just to create a space. And I think this kind of blends really beautifully into Take Time to Breathe Out. It's ensuring that you have a space where you can ensure that you're balanced and really take time to reflect. So you might want to fill it with crystals, or fill it with candles, or things that make you feel good, positive affirmations, quotes, pictures, all sorts of things that just make you feel connected. And, you know, it brings us back to that word grounded. I can really see you needing to ground yourself this week, group number 1. So group number 1, this is the message that I received for you. Really exciting, and please do let me know in the comment what this opportunity is that comes your way. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in one of my upcoming readings. Hello group number 2, and welcome to your reading for the week ahead. And you chose the card Stillness with this beautiful image of the swan here. I don't know if you might have felt drawn to it for this image, this idea of, you know, I love the image of the swan suggesting kind of beauty and transformation and all that kind of stuff. But stillness, you might have felt drawn to that because life's a bit hectic at the moment, and I can definitely pick that up from your reading today, group number 2. So let's dive right in and let's talk about this kind of, because the way your cards are falling out today, group number 2, is absolutely magical in that it's so hopeful. And as I said, you might be longing for stillness because of what you've been going through, because of having a difficult time. And that's definitely come up in your reading today. So with both the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Swords, I can see that you've definitely been managing some kind of conflict, some kind of tension, and I really feel like it's been at the center of your headspace at the moment. This tension, whatever it is, you've been trying to sort it out. And I can really get this vision from the Six of Cups, that it's Six of Cups, even I can't speak, that it's come from something to do with your past. And I think, you know, something coming up from the past has definitely, it's been a sore spot for you. You know, in this Three of Swords, it's definitely been a point of, it's brought you to your breaking point, is kind of what I'm hearing, is that, you know, you've been trying to manage it, you've been trying to stop people, you've been trying to stop the fight, stop the tension, stop the conflict, and really it's just been kind of like a losing battle from the start. And I think there's something you've invested your energy into, and you're getting to the point now where you're like, I just need space, I just need this to be over, because I want to put it to bed so I can kind of get on with things and get on. And, you know, in the Three of Swords, I can see that whatever it is going to be a really tough thing for you to come over. But what I also want to say to you is, you know, the imagery here of the storm is, I think, really poignant for you, group number 2. So this season that you've been in, and I do say season because I do believe that we go through various changing seasons of life where different things are thrown at us, different paths are, you know, taken on, different things happen for a reason. And this storm that's been happening recently, that's felt quite inescapable, that's felt really difficult, and I think it has really just caused you a lot of heartbreak, not necessarily from a romantic place, but you know, that might resonate with some of you, but just generally it's been exhausting for you to deal with, it's been exhausting for you to cope with. And this imagery here of the storm is, like I said, really important for you to remember, group number 2, in that a storm, you know, always passes. You're not, you know, when it's raining and horrible outside, it can feel like it's never going to end. But what I want you to remember, group number 2, is that with following every storm comes sunshine. You know, at the end, when the clouds part, when the rain's over, you heal and you grow and sun begins to shine. And holding on to hope is going to be a really big message for you here. Holding on to that hope of what the future holds for you, because the future is bright, the future is beautiful. You just need to see this season through and come out the other end of this conflict feeling stronger, feeling more connected with yourself and hopeful of what the future holds. And I think the fact that you've chosen stillness, like I said, really kind of suggests to me that that's something you're craving. You need stillness, you need things to come to an end, you need to get over this heartbreak, get over this tension. And I think this tension, as I said, is coming from this place of the past, coming from something that was once happy, was once very easy to deal with, was never difficult, never the source of tension. And it might even, for some of you, I just got the word competition as well. So this might relate to family, this might relate to friends. You might have felt always in competition with someone. Always like there was someone in your life who you felt that you were never as good at. You were never as good at what they were good at. You could never compare to them, and you did compare yourself to them. You felt the need to kind of be stuck in this competition, stuck in this place of the past, and this nostalgia is unhealthy. I think this nostalgia is a beautiful thing because memories are amazing and it's great creating memories, and obviously we all have difficult memories that we look back on and we think, oh gosh, I wish I could just wipe that from my brain. But you have definitely grown from this place of difficulty, this place of tension, and as I said, this storm that you're currently seeing through is going to weather you to the point where you're molded and ready for the next season of your life. You know, the way that the rain, the way that the waters can create rivers and, you know, mold the earth. I really do believe that this situation is going to mold you in the same way. And this storm is going to bring you out the other end feeling grateful, feeling still, and feeling ready to kind of take on what's next. So I don't want you to lose sight of the past this week if that's going to be, if a lot is coming up this week, if you have a lot of contact with family or a lot of contact with friends, or something from the past that is a sore spot for you or that is difficult to deal with, I want you to sit with that. I want you to reflect on memories that have molded you into who you are today. I want you to reflect on memories that were difficult, but actually you came out the other end stronger. You came out the other end feeling ready and raring to follow your dreams and chase what you were looking for. And generally I can see, and that even kind of goes into this card here, full moon in Capricorn, so shout out if you are a Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Like, this could not have been more perfect for you, group number 2. So this tough season, this tough thing that you're going through, the end is coming. Have faith. And you know, this card came out as well, and I just went with it. I was like, yes, this is the message they need to hear. Look at the bigger picture as well. Full moon in Sagittarius, so a lot of full moon energy, and full moons are really a time of reflection, a time of letting go, a time of shedding things that aren't good for us. And I think that's a really kind of key message for you here, group number 2, is to let go of the things this week that are holding you back. You know, going into the holiday season where connecting with family is quite, you know, normal thing to do. Remember to look at the bigger picture. Thinking about, you know, if there's a friendship, for example, that's really difficult for you. There's a friendship that has turned sour, a friendship that someone's manipulating you or not treating you with the respect that you deserve. Look at the bigger picture. You know, do they deserve that place in your life? Do they value you? What, you know, in 5 years' time, is this gonna be still on your mind? Bigger picture. You know, if it doesn't affect you in, I think the quote is, if it doesn't affect you in 5 years, don't think about it for more than 5 minutes. So always look at the bigger picture of your life, but also have faith that your life is created this way for you to go through journeys, to go through times of stillness, but also go through struggles to help create an amazing person at the end of it. So let's move into this beautiful card, which is the Four of Wands, which is basically ultimate happiness, which I love. So coming to the end of this tough cycle, coming to a place of stillness, I can see that kind of marrying your because you know, this does talk about marriage, so for some of you, you might be meeting someone, you might be getting married, but I think it's more about marrying the idea of you deserving more, and also knowing that the things you go through shape you, and having hope for the future, having hope that the storm will end and the clouds will go and you will come out the other side hopeful, happy, and ready to move on, and full of love as well. I think love is a really big message here, and as I said, there's lots of kind of messages about family and friends, so definitely kind of reflect on that, you know, reflect on your love, your self-love, your relationships. How can you make them stronger? How can you come out of tension and conflict? And how can you bring a sense of stillness, a sense of happiness, a sense of hope to your relationships? And you know, finally, I just wanted to end on this card, which I drew for you, group number 2, which is just a positive kind of inspirational quote, which is, "For hope is but the dream of those that wake." And this, I was shuffling for ages, and this card just kept falling out, and I was like, clearly this is the message for you. So it's this message of hope, it's this message of belief, and I can really see that for you. You will find this place of stillness. This tough cycle will come to an end. This season that's been weathering you will come to a conclusion, but keep the hope. Keep the hope all the way through. Keep the love, keep the strength, and know that you can only go up from places that are really low down. So group number 2, this is the message that I received for you. Please do let me know what resonated in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and send this video to anyone else who you think might need it, and I look forward to seeing you in one of my upcoming readings. Hello group number 3, and welcome to your reading for the week ahead. So you chose the card Miracles, which is really beautiful. I love the imagery on this, you know, the rainbow, the stars kind of coming out of the darkness. I think that's amazing, and you might have felt drawn to this card because you're in need of a miracle, because you feel that you have been kind of blessed recently, or because you just feel like something's coming, I think, and you're like, oh, surely this can't be real. But I am just astounded by your reading today, group number 3. Such beautiful messages for you, and it's so clear. I just love when tarot, I love tarot when it does this. I love the universe when it does this. So let's jump right into your reading. And let's start with these 2 aces you've got. So you've got both the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. And these are 2 amazing cards in terms of getting started on something. And, you know, believing in this miracle, I think maybe, you know, this has been a tough year. And I think for a lot of us, we've like, gosh, we just need something fresh. We need a change. We need something new. We need this sense of difference, of change, and this breakthrough message that's coming through in the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords for you, group number 3, is definitely a clear message that this week is the start of something amazing. And, you know, let's talk about the Ace of Swords first. So the Ace of Swords is breakthrough. It's literally, you know, strength, it's starting, it's sharpness of the mind. You know, the swords is all about the mind, and I can see that you're having this clarity that you haven't had for ages, and all of a sudden you're just like, wait a second. Things feel like they're falling into place. Things feel like they make sense, and I want you to trust that. I want you to trust your intuition, and, you know, believe that miracles do happen. Believe that things are destined for you, and that amazing things come your way. You deserve it. And don't have this imposter syndrome. This imposter syndrome that's like, I don't deserve this, I'm not worthy of this, or this can't happen to me. I want you to believe that this breakthrough, this clarity in your mind with an idea, I'm definitely getting the sense of an idea, is, you know, the start of something amazing, the start of something new. And with the Ace of Wands, for a lot of you, this breakthrough, this fresh idea, this fresh start, this idea, like I said, is something creative, it's something passionate, and I can see you having a lot of inspiration over the last few weeks, being very inspired and just connecting with something that you have just clicked with all of a sudden. And this might have been a new passion project you've started. This might have been because you have a bit extra time on your hands. Maybe you've taken up a new hobby, or just found a passion that you didn't know you had. And I can see in this message, it's so clear here that this is something for you to pursue. This is some passionate kind of creative energy about you, like having the potential to do something with this, having this clarity that this is something you could actually work with. This is something, and, you know, I don't mean this to sound like, oh, this means just because you started knitting you have to make a knitting business. It's more the idea of connecting with the power and the potential that, and it might be a business for some of you, it might be a new job for some of you, it might be breakthrough in a passion, kind of in finding a new job. But for some of you, it will just be this breakthrough, this fresh kind of perspective and potential around something that will bring you joy and passion and happiness. And this is worth investing in. This is worth putting time into, because I can see that this is going to bring to you just such a beautiful kind of fresh, energetic approach to things. And like I said, potential. And, you know, going further into your reading with the Knight of Wands, I just can't believe this has come along as well, because if you are thinking about starting a creative business, a creative project, a side hustle, whatever it may be, the Knight of Wands always comes up for me personally in readings when I'm about to make progress. I always like the phrase, you know, the advent of creative progress. I remember reading that somewhere to relate to this card, and that phrase has always stuck in my mind, that the Knight of Wands comes along at the advent of creative progress. So this is your message to stick with it, keep riding, keep going forward with this passion, with this new idea. And, you know, I'm kind of getting the message as well that for some of you, this relates to someone coming into your life who is going to bring about this sense of energy and power, and yeah, just like a kind of fresh, like, let's go for it perspective. And I think some of you with, you know, you have this clarity, and it's very easy to be like, right, okay, let's go for it. But if you haven't done anything like this before, if you don't believe in yourself, it will be difficult for you to just kind of go for it. And I can see someone coming into your life, and for some of you this might be a romantic partner as well. So if you've been feeling a little bit lonely, if you've been single for a while and you're like, I need a miracle to happen, this is your miracle. Someone coming into your life who's very creative, very passionate, very driven, and is going to push you to be the best you can be. And I think that's really important for you, group number 3, because you need this miracle, you need this change, you need this fresh kind of perspective in your life, because things have been seeming a bit mundane for you. And I think you really want to push yourself to be more creative, to be more expressive, to be more clear, to be more open to opportunities. And you know, the aces here, you know, first of all I pulled these and I thought, right, let's get a bit more clarification on what this means. And in this Moonology card, like, can we just? A new start is coming, new moon. New moon energy is all about fresh starts. It's all about breakthrough. It's all about investing in yourself, back into yourself. And that's what I was saying about these not necessarily representing a business venture. For some of you it will, so if that resonates with you, start that project, start that Etsy shop. But for others of you, this is just about investing back in yourself, a new start. Like I said, you might want to take up a new hobby, you might want to go out and meet someone new, find a new partner, make a new relationship. And this fresh start, as I said, it's all about kind of coming back to yourself, coming back to the nature of who you are and investing back in you. So that's why this passionate energy is really coming through, because I'm getting this message that, you know, especially in the Ace of Wands, that this investment, this fresh start, this new opportunity is something creative and something that relates to you personally and specifically, and something that you're passionate about. So know that if you've been thinking about starting something, if you just want the opportunity to do something and you've been thinking, I need that sign to tell me to go for it, you've tuned into this video today for that very reason, and I'm here to tell you that this is your sign. Go for it, start that shop, start that channel, start that blog, whatever it is. But if not, if that doesn't resonate, I can also see either someone pushing you to do something, or just coming into your life to give you that bit more excitement that you have been craving. But also just knowing that investing in yourself and having the opportunity to like find a new hobby that really makes you feel fulfilled and happy, I think that's something you need right now. You need a change. You need to shake your life up a little bit, and that's going to be the way you do it, is being like, right, what am I going to do now? I need to find something to do. I need to find something to start. And that fresh start is going to be so beautiful for you. Now let's just briefly talk about the Seven of Cups here. This kind of relates to the love message I briefly mentioned. I think for some of you, you've been wishing about meeting someone new, and that's definitely coming in the form of someone who's very passionate, someone who's very driven. I think they might be a fire sign. They're going to be the type of person who comes crashing into your life when you least expect it. But for others of you, I want you to look at this card as a reminder, kind of what I was saying right at the beginning, I think, about imposter syndrome. Was that in this reading? I can't remember. I've done too many readings today. But yes, imposter syndrome. I don't want you to have this sense of imposter syndrome with this Ace of Swords, you know, breakthrough. I want you to realize how great you are, how much you have to offer to this world. I want you, I think, to be a bit more kind of not wishful, but a bit more kind of like, I'm amazing. I want you to have the affirmation and speak to yourself and of yourself and to yourself in a way that shows that you have so much potential. You know, the Seven of Cups, look at all these options she's got in front of her, and I want you to see yourself in that same light. I want you to be like, right, I'm good at things. I deserve choice, I deserve opportunity. And, you know, not to have this syndrome of, you know, oh, this doesn't happen to me, I don't deserve this. But to really think that, you know, miracles happen to people for a reason. Fresh starts are coming and you deserve it. You deserve this beautiful, exciting, new, passionate start in your life, group number 3. Now your self-care message, group number 3, is family. So I think this week you're being encouraged to reconnect with the people who make you feel at home. Family doesn't have to be blood related if that doesn't resonate, but connecting back with your family history, you know, the warmth of the people who perhaps know you best, connecting back with them. And again, you know, in this Knight of Wands energy, this person who's pushing you, this person who's trying to get the best out of you, might be a member of your family, might be someone, it might be your mum, your dad, your sister, your brother, someone who's like, hey, you're good at this, you need to go for this. And connecting with your family can be a really beautiful way to start something new and have that support around you to know that you are making the right decision. So group number 3, this is the message that I received for you. Really exciting, and please do let me know in the comments what you're going to pursue this week, what you're going to go for, and believe in yourself. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to send it to anyone else who you think might need it, and I look forward to seeing you in one of my upcoming readings.